What are your impressions of the excitement around the team to start the season? Do you feel like you have to manage the expectations, or do you embrace the hype, I guess?
You know, I don't. I've never used the word manage because I feel I felt that we've always been honest and truthful with what where we were at any one part of our process. So I think that our fans and our players have earned the right to be excited. I believe that they've earned the right to be in a position that is shared by other teams, that they have the ability to now go all the way and compete for a Stanley Cup. And I think that our fans recognize that, our players recognize that, and what's more important to them and to us, and what we set upon to do 4 years ago, was build this in a manner in which this was not a one-year window. You can't take for granted the opportunities and the years that you have in front of you, and you have to focus on the present. But it's been our goal, it's been Mike Babcock's goal, and it's Kyle Dubas's goal to do this in a manner in which we can sustain this over a long period of time. Kyle and I have the same vision for what we want to continue to build here and make it sustainable. So while these things are not easy to do, Kyle and I are on the exact same page as far as the things we need to do in order to achieve it. So we're working hard toward William. We've drafted William. We feel we're big fans of William. We want William to be a part of this, but obviously this is a process that he needs to go through. And like I said earlier, this is I can speak from personal experience that when I get together with some of my old mates, you know, from the Cup years in Detroit, we talk about winning together and growing together, and that's what we remember looking back. And you know, at the end of the day, we all found a way to fit with each other so that we could keep adding to the group, and that's obviously what we are asking some of our young leaders to do. There's a lot of other voices, and understandably so, and like I said, it's not for everyone, and we're not for everyone, but we think that the players that we currently have, while it's not going to be easy, we have great confidence that they have bought into being a part of this program and being a part of the Toronto Maple Leafs and representing Toronto in a way that they understand what's going to be most important. What I hope they can look back on 20 years, 30 years down the road, and what's going to be most important to them is whether or not they maxed out as an individual and as a team and have championships to look back on and remember fondly. I recognize what's happening and what we've been slowly building here, but for me, it's always what's next and what's on the horizon, and until it's always about getting to that next level. So I really am proud of the steps that have been taken, but we didn't come here to just simply be a team that is a contender. And once you become a contender, and once you become a legitimate contender, it only gets harder. And that, again, there's a lot of adversity. There's a lot of things that are out of your control that can occur in a season, and that's why you want to be a contender for as long as you can sustain it. We saw with Washington this year that a lot of things can go wrong, and if you have a team, though, that can sustain being a contender for 10, 12 years, you can be rewarded. So they are a good lesson in a great hockey club that stuck with it through adversity. So that to me is really when you look at the teams that are all capable, and you know, there can only be one winner, and so you really have to prepare yourself to come back at it and just be prepared to go each and every single year.